Hello, Soul Star. It's wonderful connecting with you, my relatively new Facebook friend. I look forward to getting to know you more. In the meantime, thank you for posing the question. The question is, or topic is, letting go of the past and detached. Great topic. We all go through it. So it's a great one. Thank you. It'll help a lot of people. So thank you for co-creating with me. Acceptance. Well, acceptance, yeah, letting go of the past and detaching. Well, acceptance. At some point we got to, it really behooves us to accept what is, because that's the biggest part of our struggle here, is that we resist everything. We really do. We resist our own thoughts, we resist our own feeling, we resist what's going on outside. It's just this constant resisting. This is why we're living in paradise, and yet so many think it's hell, and we're making it hell in a sense, when we're actually have an abundance of medicine, food, and magic, and all this stuff on planet Ocean, this amazing place and in ourselves. And yet all we do is keep fixating on the negative and what's wrong, and keep missing all the magical moments that are there all the time. And it's because we're resisting of what we are and where we are. And that's part of, apparently we're supposed to be doing that. That seems to be part of this process. But that's the big thing. So acceptance will help you. Embracing acceptance, really starting to embrace and accept, start with the small things in life. Your car breaks down, pull over, accept it. Don't flip out. Just accept it. And there's probably some magic to be found, honestly. You know, if you're safe, good. Just be happy you're safe and you didn't get in an accident. And who knows, maybe the tow truck driver is cute and you get a date. Or he tells you something you didn't know. You know, you never know. The universe is amazing, and it's always conspiring in our favor to give us what we're sending out, the waves we're sending out. So even things that we tend to see as negative, there's always a reason, and there's always things to be learned and blessings to come from them. So if we can just trust that and accept in the moment, then that helps. So acceptance is a big one, and just choosing to let go, if you want to be specific about letting go. Let's talk about letting go, because if we're talking about letting go, we're really talking about letting go of the past, right? Because if you're letting go of something, it means it's already past, right? I mean, you don't let go of the moment right now, so it's something that happened 10 minutes ago or 2 years ago. So letting go, absolutely let go, because what is the past but an illusion? It's an illusion. It doesn't exist. It's gone. It's gone. Your past, your memories, all illusion. All of them. They're illusion. They're not real. First of all, if you really look at memory, science shows us, it's selective. First of all, everything is how we perceive it. So right from the start, when you have a moment, you're biased. So that's fine, but it's not really, your memories aren't really true. They're a perception. A perception based on your not letting go of the past, based on your pain, based on a lot of things, based on belief. So you're shaping it right in the moment. And this is what happens when we judge too much, or we grab too much on the concepts and beliefs. When we open up to that, we're a little more open and looser. So with memory, letting go of the past and memories, first of all, they're not real anyways. Know that. They're illusions. Second of all, our memory fades. And science shows us too, and people that study memory, show us this. That in actuality, think of it. Think of a story 10 years ago, a story you like to tell people. Right now. Think of a cute little story that you've told many a time to people that happened long ago. Now, if you were to jump in a time machine right now and go back, if we were all to do that and revisit that moment, do you think it would look exactly the way you remember it? No, it wouldn't. It really wouldn't. because you're in a totally different perception right now, and you're pulled back, you're emotionally more detached from where at that time you're right in the heat of things. You'll see it differently. So first of all, right there. But second of all, with memory, let me get back to memory. People that have studied this shows us, and if you look at your own life, you see it, that when you tell these stories, your story's changed, just like a rumor does. Your story has changed over the years. Part of it is just because you like to tell stories, right? I do it. If something happened 10 years ago, I guarantee you, if something fell 5 feet, guess what? Over the years, it goes, not on purpose, but it goes from 5 feet to 10 feet to it fell 50 feet to it fell 100 feet. It's just, we're storytellers. We're creative. We can't help it. So right there, over time, you're going to exaggerate it a little bit or polish it in the enjoyment of telling it. You're going to take it a little bit further from what actually happened. Second of all, they show us that our memories, we can't remember everything. So we have to, by default, fill it in, which is why when someone tells a story, you hear them going, all right, so yeah, I met this guy, it was about 4 years ago. Wait, 4? No, it was 5 years? No, 4 years. 6 years ago. See? Already. And so, and then you're going to just pick one, and boom, you've just changed the story. You don't really even know much time was. So by default, we have to fill in the blanks because we're not supercomputers. I mean, we are supercomputers, but we haven't developed the ability to truly remember everything. So by default, so perception, first of all, they're illusion. And they're illusion because over time, you've actually changed it. The story's changed. So my point to all that is, no matter which way you look at it, it's an illusion. And it's gone. It's not even here. It's not a physical thing. So why hold on to an illusion? Why hold on to the past that just feeds negative emotion or any of those things? It doesn't serve us. So why hold on to anything, and especially when we realize it's an illusion? Life is about living in the now. So it doesn't serve us to live in the past. So forgiveness is another way to let go of the past. Acceptance is another way to let go of the past. And just deciding to let go of the past is a great way to let go of the past. So absolutely, let's let go of the past. It's gone. It's just an illusion in our minds. And detaching. Some people like to detach. That's up to you. I won't get too much into that, probably because I could go way deep into that, because there's different philosophies on it. Buddhists have an extreme philosophy. When you see people really into the Buddhist teachings and stuff, talking about embracing the nothingness and detaching from everything, and it does seem that becomes a natural process, more of a detachment the deeper you go within. Some people seek that. Some people still want to hold on to a little bit of the ego. Most of us do. Buddhist strict teachings are all about letting go of all that together. But I mean, that takes a lifetime, really. I think with how do I say this sentence? I think the best we could hope for, most of us, is to find a balance, to find a certain detachment, to realize we're not really these characters, and that this really is a holographic universe, and that we are more than this, and that it's not over when we die, that we are source, we are energy. So that, you know, if we tap into that and meditate a lot and go in, there will be more of a detachment just automatically, because you're less pulled in as your character. You believe in time as you do this, and you tap into your inner you, the real you, when the brain's not working. You come back, and more and more and more through that, through grounding and meditation, you will find a natural detachment. So detachment naturally comes. But you won't always be detached unless you're one of the lucky few that, you know, like Buddha or whatever. So the best you can hope for is a balance, that you're just more detached, more grounded, and practice letting go and acceptance. So great question. Thank you, Soul Star. And yeah, just decide to let go, practice acceptance, practice forgiveness, and ground yourself as much as possible, and these things will flow naturally. And don't hit it too hard. Like with everything we're trying to overcome, these issues and these topics, don't hit it too hard. Don't pound it like a drum, because then you're just playing in the mind and putting way too much pressure on yourself. So it's okay if you have certain things you want to work through, but work through them gently. Be gentle, be patient with yourself. There's no rush, and you can't make a mistake. Nothing you do is a mistake. Nothing. Nothing. Not even the big mistakes. They're not mistakes. So, definitely, let go. Why hold on to anything? They're just chains. They're illusions. We chain ourselves. When we hold on to, he said this and she said that and my mommy never did this, all this shit. They're just chains we forge. We have so many people have so many chains, and they're illusion, and then the only one creating them is you, us. You create the chains. The chains. You forge them. You create them, you forge them, you protect them quite often, and you add to them. And they weigh us down, and they hold us back. And I think they're probably just there part of the process, so we can let them go. We can learn to ascend them. Ascension, to ascend. So letting go is part of ascension too. To ascend things that no longer serve us. So definitely, let go. Just be.